Arthur Schopenhauer, philosopher from Germany, born 1788 to 1860. Man is the only animal who causes pain to others with no other object than wanting pleasure for himself. The two enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. Compassion is the basis of morality. To live alone is the fate of all great souls. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The first 40 years of life give us the text, the next 30 supply the commentary on it. The wise have always said the same things, and fools, who are the majority, have always done just the opposite. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. The two enemies of human reason are superstition and dogma. The two enemies of truth are lies and silence. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. It is easier to perceive error than to find truth, for the former lies on the surface and is easily seen, while the latter lies in the depth, where few are willing to search for it. Great minds are like eagles and build their nest in some lofty solitude. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. One should never trust a woman who tells her real age. A woman who would tell that would tell anything. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves to be like other people. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life, no one but you yourself alone. The best advice is found on the pillow. It is difficult to find a single book in which a wise man would wish to erase nothing. The act of giving is more important than the merit of the receiver. It is not necessary that you leave the house. Remain at your table and listen. Do not even listen, only wait. Do not even wait, be wholly still and alone. The world will present itself to you for its unmasking. It can do no other. In ecstasy it will writhe at your feet. Just remember, once you're over the hill you begin to pick up speed. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The memory should be specially taxed in youth, since it is then that it is strongest and most tenacious. But in choosing the things that should be committed to memory, the utmost care and forethought must be exercised, as lessons well learnt in youth are never forgotten. The discovery of truth is prevented more effectively not by the false appearance things present and which mislead into error, not directly by weakness of the reasoning powers, but by preconceived opinion, by prejudice. No one has ever become poor by giving. The more unintelligent a man is, the less mysterious existence seems to him. The more a man has in himself, the less he will want from others. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. The pleasure in life is in doing what people say you cannot do. The greatest achievements of the human mind are generally received with distrust. Patriotism is often an arbitrary veneration of real estate above principles. It is difficult to find a single book in which a wise man would wish to erase nothing. All intelligent thoughts have already been thought. What is necessary is only to try to think them again. In the sphere of thought, absurdity and perversity remain the masters of the world, and their dominion is suspended only for brief periods. Reading is equivalent to thinking with someone else's head instead of with one's own. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life, no one but you yourself alone. The will to live is everywhere and always the strongest thing of all. The true mark of maturity is when somebody hurts you and you try to understand their situation instead of trying to hurt them back. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves to be like other people. The art of not reading is a very important one. It consists in not taking an interest in whatever may be engaging the attention of the general public at any particular time. It is the courage to make a clean breast of it in the face of every question that makes the philosopher. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Treat a work of art like a prince. Let it speak to you first. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for more quotes.